Hi everyone, this video is for English 103. We are in week 11, hard to believe. So let me quick share my screen and we are going to cover the activities for this week. In this particular week, we are focusing on our thesis and credibility of our sources. The items that I want to really kind of touch on are both in resources and in the activities. So in resources, the informative research essay thesis resources, that means the resources in here are all related to helping you build your thesis and refine it and what elements you should have within your thesis statement. The thesis statement is, the first one is a PowerPoint, and it does have a voiceover option if you want it. However, most students feel it is sufficient just to click on the slides and review. It goes you through the step-by-step process of building your thesis statement and what elements you need to add in each step, and then of course what your final thesis statement should contain. The other resource that's a great one is a thesis generator, and this is by SUNY, S-U-N-Y, Empire State College. And this starts you off telling you different types or what a thesis is, and then it asks you different types of thesis. The one we are working on is informative research, therefore research thesis statement is the one you're going to want to choose for this one. And this is really a plug and play. This is a great one. You pop in your topic, for lack of a better word, maybe I'm gonna just choose cats, very simplistic. What is the research question? In other words, this is what your essay is going to answer, and this is the items kind of in your thesis you're going to address within your essay. So what is the history of cats? Okay, that's my question. And then what's your claim based on the research I've done? Cats make, or I'm going to say cats have an important place in history. Okay. What's the strongest summary of your research findings? So as you've been researching, what is the strongest summary? And for lack of a better word, I'm just going to type something. What is another one? So these are your three things that you're addressing. So I guess maybe I should go back. Cats have an important place because I'm going to say strongest summary. Cats make great pets. We're going to say my second item that I'm going to pour out. Cats are great hunters. And then what is the strongest summary of research? In other words, what might somebody think about that disagrees? And so I'm going to say I'm going to say some people do not like cats, okay? And a possible title. So possible titles are cats are great. So when I submit this, it gives me, okay, my claim in the format, cats have an important place. And then, although some studies indicated people do not like cats, the majority of research suggests cats have an important place in history. And then cats have an important place because they make great pets and are great hunters. And then the format, while some studies have found that some people do not like cats, cats make great pets, and cats are great hunters, indicating cats have an important place in history. That would be your working thesis. Now, again, this is a plug and play. It is not perfect. Whatever you put in is what it's going to give out. So you're definitely going to have to revise, modify, those kinds of things. But you can tell within here that I'm going to talk about cats make great pets and cats are great hunters. I'm going to talk about those two things. Those are going to be my two major sections in my essay that I'm going to inform the reader of. Okay, so that was just a walkthrough of that particular one. Anyways, those are great resources for you to look at, review, and utilize to help you with your thesis. And then, of course, that's the link to the assignment. So And the next one is crap test. Now, I have crap test resources. There are a couple in here. So there's a web page to help you on the left-hand side here. CRAP really stands for currency, reliability, authority, purpose, or point of view. So on this particular web page, there's even a test sheets and scores if you want to do something, I believe. But I don't require you to do any of that. Basically, what I want you to understand is looking through the CRAP test, looking at your sources. Do they pass currency? Is it current, right? Is the information reliable? These are how you determine reliability. What's the authority, their credibility, the trustworthiness, and then what's the purpose? Or often there's a point of view that they're trying to share. There's another source in here that says the same thing. It's in a little bit different format. So again, it addresses currency, reliability, authority, purpose, and point of view. Sometimes some things are easier to read or understand than others. That's why I give you a variety of sources. However, be really important. There's also a third, here we go, another one of what you should do, what you should look at. This one's particularly important because it does address things like date and it gives you a step-by-step what you should do, 1, 2, 3 kind of a thing. All of these sources in here, it also offers you, by the way, some practice if you want to practice evaluating your evaluation skills. This will all help you for the CRAP test video quiz. So one of the things I recommend is you go through all of these, you read all of these, you become familiar with all of these before you do the video quiz if you want to score well. And that leads me to the activities and assignments. Now this PowerPoint here is already embedded in this resource, so don't worry about that too much. The activities and assignments, you are going to have it shows right here a plagiarism assignment. I'm going to omit that. So by the time that you watch this video, I'm going to remove that for you. I'm not going to assign that. I want you to focus on only these 2 things this week. These will be the only 2 that you see in your particular Moodle page. I'm going to hide the other one from you. And the first one is the CRAP test video quiz. It's an H5P, just like we've done before. This is the same format we've always done. You play the video, the questions are embedded. Make sure you play it all the way to the end. Make sure you hit the summary. Make sure you answer a question in the summary and you do submit. And the grade will immediately go into the grade book. So if you don't see a grade in the grade book for it, you didn't play it all the way through. You got to go all the way down. Even though you think you may be finished, play it till it ends and then make sure you hit submit. That, in order to do well on that, you'll want to have gone through the CRAP test resources before you do that video quiz. The second one I want you to work on is the informative research thesis statement. This is a draft of your thesis. Make sure, again, you go over those resources first, go through the PowerPoint. Your thesis needs to have the correct sentence structure. Remember, I'm looking for 2 to 3 sentences, that 3-step process, and you are simply going to type it on a Word doc and upload it here for a submission. And then I'm going to review your thesis statements in my grade. So this is your draft, which means it can be refined and revised, but essentially you narrowed it down. Now, in order to have a really good thesis statement, you have to have been researching and reading and know what elements you are going to cover in your essay. So in the last couple of weeks, what we've worked on, number one, our database sourcing. And if you have kept current with the databasing, sourcing, and completed assignments on time, you should already have 4 credible, solid sources that you can have a really good idea of, okay, what am I going to be covering in this essay? If you don't have an idea of it, then you definitely need to do more research before you fill out your thesis statement. This is what is going to be revealed or inform the reader of within the essay. So although it's a very simple upload, it's a very short assignment, it's the back work and the thinking that goes into it that is going to determine how well you do on this particular one. So as always, reach out to me with questions or concerns. I'm going to stop share. As you know, I send out a weekly announcement, so hopefully you are paying attention to those. And in this week, I hope I've been clear with the assignments. If not, as always, reach out and contact me with questions, concerns, or do a Zoom meeting with me. My times and days are available on our Moodle page. They're hot links. Have a great one and happy researching.